out of the gym now, rocking the Apple Watch. Now, let's see if this goes well. If not, we won't do it again. But I think the idea of shooting videos in the car, flying around, getting them out quick, could really work for the channel. Jeez, if I look really red in the face because I was in the sauna for 20 minutes. I just want to address the Aaron Taylor-Johnson rumour that's going around. This won't be like the Henry Cavill or Fassbender video where I talk about the qualities that would make this person a good Bond, but more so the rumour that's been in the media recently. People come up all the time, you know, Tom Hardy, Idris Elba, Fassbender, Cavill, etc. What's interesting about this rumour is that there was what I would call an unsubstantiated statement about Barbara Broccoli meeting him. It was alleged that they met to discuss James Bond recently. I'm not too sure of the veracity of this statement. It could be one of those things that's just sort of written and said by companies just to get people clicking on their behind paywall news media sites. What I think is interesting about this choice is Aaron Taylor-Johnson, or ATJ as I've kind of been referring to him in my notes when I'm researching this. I know him from Kick-Ass. I really enjoyed Kick-Ass. I also like the idea of old school Matthew Vaughn directing a Bond movie, more layer cake than Kingsman style of filmmaking. So I've seen him through the years and kind of never actually thought of him as a Bond though, until I saw him in Tenet, and he's very cool and competent. You could see that kind of guy being more like Bond than anything he'd played in the past. And when I saw him in Tenet, I actually thought, God, he could have been great as the lead in the film. So is Aaron Taylor-Johnson actually going to be the next James Bond? Don't know. What's very interesting about this rumour is it feels very unsubstantiated. However, it's got enough kind of semi-truths in it that it's getting legs. For example, it's been noted that they want a younger James Bond this time round. So you're talking the early 30s, and Johnson is about 31 at the moment. He'd do that young role of Bond well. See, what I actually think they want to do this time is cast someone that looks like an archetypal James Bond. Does Aaron Taylor-Johnson look? Maybe not exactly, but I suppose there's few things that you could do to his appearance and he would. And the quality that would make it slightly different is his age. But then again, Lazenby was in his late 20s, Connery was in his early 30s, so it's more like the 60s Bond in terms of the age demographic. If I was going to assess the quality of this rumour, I give it a thumbs up in terms of idea. He would be an interesting choice to be Bond. There's probably a need to do the old screen tests, the From Russia with Love scene, see how he does in the role. Because when I look at Kick-Ass and other roles, I'm like, not right. But then when I saw him in Tenet, it really made me think, yeah, maybe he is the right guy. There's something there. So if they're not going to go for your late 30s, early 40s James Bond, this is a kind of interesting choice. And then what you do get after that fact as well is the longevity that I want from my Bond. However, is this true is another question. Are they actually meeting him, having these discussions? I don't know. It seems to be very, very unsubstantiated hearsay, and I haven't heard of multiple sources saying this, just one source. So for now, I believe it's a cool idea. There might be something in there. Is he my number one pick? No. Is he as good as like the dream of having Fassbender do the back-to-back ones, or maybe even I just think Cavill deserves it now? No. But look, I don't actually doubt Barbara Broccoli or Michael to pick the right Bond. They've done this before with Craig. They course got help when they're picking Brosnan, but they know what they're doing. The reason I'm making this video is to say it's an interesting thought. There might be something there, and he might actually be able to pull it off if he's playing Bond, but I'm not even sure if this rumour is true. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Aaron Taylor-Johnson as Bond? This is my address of the whole rumour. Is it a realistic option? Should he be Bond? Do we need to go for that late 30s, early 40s instead? Also, elephant in the room, tell me what you think of this whole car business. Do I need to sit back down again, or is it okay? What I will say is, if I can do this, I can do regular videos as well and get the videos back on track in terms of consistency and output. So let me know, is ATJ the man to play Bond?